My name is Holly Hamper. I will get to more about my story here in a few. Not gonna lie, I get very nervous with public speaking. It's not really my thing, but put me in a show, it's a totally different story, which is so random because I've spent my life on a stage, but it's just not the same because I'm not hiding behind a character, essentially. So, bear with me. But
Sound way.
what's that?
You could sing your way through it.
I might. I just think I was just singing it or miming or something. I used to be a mime when I was in high school. That was fun. It took me so far in life. We're going to start with a little icebreaker. Instead of standing up, we're just going to raise our hands. I'm going to ask a question and make a statement. And if it applies to you, just raise your hand. Okay, stand or raise your hand if you've ever collaborated with another business. Like it. Okay, raise your hand if you said yes to a project before you felt ready. Should be raised my hand too. Stand up or raise your hand if collaboration brought you new clients or friends. Let's see here. Raise your hand if you've ever worn pajama pants to a Zoom meeting.
Every day. Yeah. I don't wear pajama pants.
Yeah,
However, my hiking clothes.
That's fair.
I was gonna say,
And I might change the top.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's very nice. I remember Josh would work up from home, like have his little polo on and his like pajama bottoms. And like, I love it. I was jealous. Raise your hand if you have a plant you talk to more than people.
It's you.
A plant, that might be me. Okay, raise your hand if you've ever connected two people who ended up working together. Raise your hand if you've ever said, I'll just do it myself, and instantly regretted it. Raise your hand if you're here for collaboration and a little bit of therapy. Great. All right, so notice how many times we raised our hands. This is the power of a shared experience and community. Collaboration begins when we realize we're all in this together, right? Got to lean on each other. Well, welcome. I'm Holly Hamper. A little bit about my background. I started out in music and theater. I double majored in vocal performance, and I did that for a really long time. Traveled all over, went on a national tour with Streetcar Named Desire, did a lot of really fun things, which brought me to New York City. And at that point, I was just, frankly, burned out, because that was my life for so long. So while I was there, I kind of pulled back. I was still singing. I was in a blues band, a nanny for twins. I noticed while I was in New York City that I started noticing people's hair and what I would do differently with it had I had the opportunity. So it worked out in my schedule. I had an amazing family that I worked for. I decided I wanted to go to cosmetology school, so I went to the Aveda Academy. I was a nanny by day and hairstylist by night, which was amazing. I just felt like it allowed me to still be creative, and also like I could travel with it. And in New York, I could go photography route. There were so many options for like hairstylists in the city that it just felt right. So I was in New York City for about 6 years, and then I decided to try out Phoenix. I had a friend there, and she's like, come check Phoenix out. I lasted 3 years. I didn't love it. But that's when I was in a relationship. We were going to have a son together. Found out, like, I'm just being completely honest here, but I found out he was a meth addict, which when I met him, he was in recovery. So that shook my world, obviously. And I pretty much fled back to Montana because I was like, I don't want any part of that. And pretty much had to start over. Got my car repossessed. I was living in my parents' basement. Like, started from scratch, which is a motivator for me. Like, it was a good thing. I was happy to be home. I was safe. My son was safe. My family was here, so it was awesome. Fast forward 7 years, I landed in an amazing salon, stayed with them for 7 years, grew, built my clientele, opened another business, Space 111, which lasted 4 years. So it was a small event venue, which was very successful for the time that I had it. Recently closed that because I just wasn't giving it the attention it deserved. And as you know, as a business owner, you only have so much money. So I closed Space 111, and the salon I was working at was being sold. So it was my opportunity to open my own salon, which I was really excited about because I've always had a really strong passion for clean, organic, holistic beauty. So that's when I opened up my shop, Lock and Leaf, on the Walking Mall. And the lock comes from the lock of air, leaf comes from the plants. If you haven't been in my space, you'll notice I have a few plants in there. I also rescue plants and bring them back to life and adopt them out, as we say, bump them to their homes. But so that's going on in there. And I also, it's like my salon is my happy place. So I do hair. I sell my plants. My boyfriend has his bonsai plants in there, which I love. And then I also have my curated thrift. So I have amazing women's thrift. Now, this is where most of the collaboration comes together. When I started the thrift, I kind of just started it because I like to shop. And I'm like, what am I going to do with all this stuff? So I'm like, I'm just going to open a thrift and start selling my clothes and see what happens. Well, now I have about 6 resellers. It turned into something really cool because people would come in and be like, do you do consignment? I tried consignment for a minute. It was overwhelming. Now I do store credit for pieces I liked, but I met some women that were consistently coming around and loved thrift as much as I do, and the idea of reusing things and leaving a small footprint. So I have essentially six different women that go shopping and bring in really cool stuff. And they make money, and we all share the hours, and it's just a really cool collaboration. We are in the process of opening 2 other thrifts that are going to be furniture and bins. But I love collaborating. I love, like, my space is your space. I want people to feel like the stylists I work with, they know that they can, there's no limit on, like, what they can do with their potential, their craft or whatever. If they have an idea, I want them to bring it in. I want to help support it. I've never been one of those people that have been like, this is my space, this is my business, these are my rules. Of course, there are things that are set that we all need. We need structure, but I want everyone to, like, grow and expand in what they're comfortable as much as possible. And sometimes when that happens, you lose people. But if I know you're leaving happy and, like, confident and, like, at the top of your game, like, I am 100% for it. Like, I feel the same way about my clients. Like, I've never been one of those stylists where I get upset if you go somewhere else to get your hair done. I want you to be happy. It's an experience, you know? It's like, go find what you need. And if I'm part of that, great. If not, I wish you the best. And that's what I want people that are in my circle and in my space. I want them to feel that. That's, like, my number one thing. So it's been great for me collaborating. And I'm hoping if you're not doing it already, it will be something that you would think about doing. are any of you currently collaborating with other businesses or people or thought about it?
I'm here because collaboration is really what needs to happen for Montana.
Yeah.
She's what we have. Yeah. Frankly.
Yeah.
And I wanted to find like people know that, but get people to want to work as one.
Yes. And it's daunting, isn't it, when you think about it?
And it's really one of the basic problems in HR is people not understand that you have someone for a period of time. That's great.
It's
Then you let them go
yeah.
and you build them up. You find out what their needs are and you build them up and then let them go.
And
That was
what do you learn from that when you build somebody else though? What do you benefit with that?
lots personal gratification that touched so much. The fact that I was with Shelley today and she has a co-worker, Mary Kay, and she was the girl that I had hired off NSU campus. I then fired her for my business and two other people because I told we had to do what we said for clients, and I need to take my own advice, which is like report at the time. And she went off and she spent 40 years being very successful. And she and I are like this, so when I got that's
amazing.
so I mean collaboration is really the lifeblood in that thing. That's from my standpoint.
I agree with you. I feel like it's easy to get away from it, but at some point in your life, I feel like you just gravitate towards it. And it just makes your life a lot easier when you accept that you can't do it all by yourself and you don't have to do it all. And figure out what you need, figure out what you're good at and go after it and delegate other things, get other people involved. We can't be good at it all. Even if we want to do all the things and it sounds fun and this and that, it's like, share the energy. Don't waste that on it. Just take a few things off your plate. Excel at what you're good at, which I'm horrible at doing, by the way. And be okay with that. I'm not great at balancing my books, or I'm not particularly great at keeping up on marketing, things like that. That's why there's people that love just to do that and take advantage of it. Just building on what you said. So collaboration is more than networking. It's building a web of support that lifts everyone. I think we can all agree. It expands your reach, new audiences, fresh eyes, shared growth, builds trust. People buy from and support those they connect with. Combines strengths. Your weaknesses might be someone else's strengths, like we were just talking about. Creates resilience. When life gets hard, your community catches you. How many times have we just been over something and somebody has said a kind word to us or has done something small or has stepped in? It makes it huge. And outside of business too, and family, when we think about family, most people, and friends, it's a community as well. You just got to think about that, expanding that into business somehow. It inspires gratitude. Collaboration reminds us to stay humble, generous, and open, which I think is great. You put it out there, you're going to get it back. I didn't climb alone, and none of us should have to. Collaboration is how we rise, rebuild, reimagine what's possible. So let's have some fun exploring that power together. All right, so we're going to play another game. Brought us lots of fun things. So this collaboration game is practice adding ideas for each other instead of shutting them down. Kind of reminds me of improv. If somebody throws an idea at you, you don't shut it down. You take it and you run with it. And that's why people can improv for a really long time, because if you shut something down, then it's over. There's no more exploring. So it's called Yes and. For example, It starts out, we should host a women's networking brunch. Yes, and include a thrifted fashion swap. Why did we do that?
Why are you just thinking of that now?
I know, right? All right, so we're gonna start with you, and you're gonna start with the we should.
Okay.
Think of whatever. There's no right or wrong answer. Something you should do, and you're gonna continue with yes and we'll just go through, and then we'll come back and you'll do we should. And it's just really cool to see how quickly we can like build something.
Well, your brunch got me thinking about Caesars, so we just do a Caesar bar.
Yes, and we should have most outrageous charcuterie board to go with it.
Yes, and should all wear a hat unique to our personality.
Yes, and we should have to pick one thrift item and make it go with our outfit.
You understand? We should bring a plant and others because it's a good fun time to shop and group.
Yes, and let us do it at an outside venue while weather's still nice.
Yes, and make this a yearly event. All right. Ethan.
We should do an evening bowling activity.
It's something here tomorrow. Oh my gosh.
Bowling is a key.
Yes, and we should each bring our favorite dish we like to make.
Yes, and we sure. What was the word? We should also come up with bowling related tricks. Drinks, like to make a cocktail, but it's bowling related. Like come up with a crazy name for it. Not good. Oh, there you go. Yes, and let's do disco things.
Yes, and glow in the dark dance.
Yes, and let's have a charitable cause to donate to.
And
We should do moonlight Halloween at the reservoir.
Yes, and yes, and we should have a glow in the dark bracelets and necklaces.
Yes, I do like jacket.
Me too.
like jackets, yes.
Yes, and let's invite our fellow leadership women from this conference.
Yes, and have a nice big bonfire after a warm up.
Yes, and let's all coordinate bikini colors. Yes, and let's bring a photographer because I want to remember that. We should have a night where we can get together and have a night of creativity.
Creativity. Like Or we did.
Yeah, like or flower arrangements or yeah.
And bring help. I generationally had an issue with the picture part. I could have used a coloring book.
Yes, and let's wear fun wigs.
Yes, and get a Polaroid camera, take lots of pictures that to take on with themselves. Instant gratification. Thank you.
Yes, and have puppies from here out.
Yes!
Holly and I've got a few.
Yes, and include our favorite cookies.
No thoughts.
My creativity.
Oh boy. We should do it in a gymnasium and ride unicycles.
Dang.
There we go. There we go.
Well, I think we should invite the Women to Wine. I don't know if you're familiar with that group, the Women to Wine, to a evening at a theater where you can find costumes.
Oh, cool. Okay. That's your okay. Who are these again?
The Women to Wine, you go to a theater and then you are able to try on the costume.
Yes, and let's go to some of their shows afterwards.
Yes, and let's play show tunes while we try on the costumes.
Yes, and let's have a karaoke competition for the show tunes.
Yes, and bring your favorite show experience to share with the others.
Yes, and we should get into a movie.
Yes, and we should sell tickets so that we can donate to the charity. This is gonna be good.
I'll be thinking.
We should plan a week-long leadership retreat.
Yes, and include a yoga and meditation workshop.
Yes, and make it at a hot springs resort.
Yes, and have a favorite wellness swap.
Yes, and have a bus to come pick everybody up.
Yes.
Yes, and we should add goats.
Well,
Yoga.
Yeah.
Sure.
are you trying to kill me over here?
Oh, that's right.
Are you allergic?
Yes, she's weird. Wait, I forgot.
It's a great conversation, but we wanted to never know.
Well, and yes, we should go back. So I had an idea that flipped out of my head. We're doing this where
Hot springs. Hot springs.
as the retreat leadership retreat. Well, then we should swap we should have a book of notes, like a as
Inspirational saying.
yeah. Well, no, that you would write like a would write.
That we learned.
Contact information.
Not having
Oh.
a PD moment. I like to say if you don't what that is that called Parkins. It's not a diary, but basically a diary.
Like a journal
Yeah, a journal.
of like what we're learning and
What's happening or what your thoughts are. You put together the favorite tools
perfect.
and share.
I love that.
This journal.
Oh, yeah. We'll see. I mean, if we just keep this open mind of yes, look at all the possibilities that happen within such a short amount of time. Doesn't mean we have to agree on it, but at least like in those situations, it gets the ideas out there. And from there you can, you know, look at logistics and see what works. Maybe goals don't work. Boundaries, whatever. We want to kill people, but just to get it all out there and see, like, as a whole picture, like what we have and what strengths we have and resources. Next, my darlings, we're gonna do some. We're gonna dive deeper into kind of just some thought-provoking questions. I'll give each of you a few of them, and you can each we'll just start with one. We'll go around. But pick one to start, whichever one you're comfortable answering. And after whoever speaks first, feel free if you want to add on to it, little input, open setting, so feel comfortable to add to. Okay. Anybody want to go first?
I'll go first. Question is, what's something small that you're grateful for this week? I am grateful for the autonomy and flexibility that my 2 jobs afford me to define my own day and what success looks like.
Anyone else? That they're grateful for this week? Nothing. That's so sad. I was like,
I'm grateful that I can meet with people at coffee shops, so I get to drink coffee at my favorite places and talk to, this week it was 8-year-old women.
Yeah.
What's your favorite coffee shop?
I go to Montego a lot. Yeah.
We're talking about what we're grateful for.
Yeah.
I'm grateful to be here. Love you. Wonderful one. Cool. Love it.
Grateful to have a car that gets me. Let's go.
pretty cool. I can still get on the floor and do yoga in the morning.
I'm grateful. I went to the gym last night for the first time in a long time. My dog took me for a flight off the deck last year, and I just haven't done anything for a while. So we went back to the gym last night, and I was like, I can actually and push weights around.
That's amazing.
So I'm grateful that all is healed and that.
Yeah. All right, anybody else want to answer one other?
What's one fear that you overcome that made you stronger? The fear of Pete Parkinson, which is a neuromuscular disease that does just shake. This means that I lost my ability to walk, talk, that, be like my dog. You know? And now it's an adjustment, but it's made me stronger. And today's why. My speech is better, my movement's better, and the collaboration that I get from being able to be with women has been amazing. Because my career for a lot of years, up to 79 years old, was with men and women and managing people. And I never knew how to be a friend. And so out of this, I made friendships. So I'm very thankful for that.
We are thankful for you. Thank you for sure.
Would you read the question again? I caught on your answer and I forgot the question.
The question was, what is fear of you overcome that's made you stronger?
Okay, well, thank you.
I think I can add to that because it's similar. I work in a field where expertise is valued. And the fear of showing any kind of vulnerability, or afraid that it's going to be seen as weakness and it's going to discredit me. finally got over that, and I am such a better, stronger leader, educator, and mentor than I ever could have hoped to be before that.
I would say Landon's a fear of not being good enough. My parents didn't always appreciate my strengths, and so I was told a lot that I wasn't good enough. And as an adult, things have just come along in my life. I would say, like, I'm just here on accident. Like, I didn't really plan any of the things that I do. Planned out things. God was like, nope, here's 3 of them, and like 7,000 other ones you're gonna help raise. And so I think, and I still walk in a room and go, I'm not good enough to be here. People are like, what the hell are you talking about? But it's like that's still that inside voice. But I think I've gotten over it, and I just get up in front of people and talk, and I do my job, and I don't worry about if I swear or screw up or say something idiotic, because I'm like, everybody does. Like, it's not that big of a deal. And there's, in one of the presentations I give, to say, if people in the audience are judging me, that's their problem, not mine.
Words to live by. If you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would it be? Something I struggle with now. I would tell my younger self to enjoy the present more and like the journey getting there. Stop worrying so much about what's going to happen or what has happened, but just slow down, enjoy moments, even if it's only for a few moments a day, but just to really stop, ground yourself, and enjoy our time, because I feel like it just flies by and it just seems to go faster and faster. We're so busy as business people trying to reach our goals that I think we miss out a lot of the times on things that really bring us joy. So it's a good reminder. I try to tell myself more often than not, but definitely something that I feel is important. I would definitely change.
Well, at 79 years old, I can tell you a lot of things that we've done. But the biggest one is learning to take what we have and appreciate it. And more importantly, learning to have hobbies. Because let me tell you, drinking water, ladies, we all need to drink 50% of the weight in water in order to make sure that we keep ourselves healthy. I've learned that. I'm oldest, and I'm very cool. Yeah, and that's a lot. And if you don't know, will not want water. You don't need water. If you don't start drinking water young, which I never did, because there weren't sports in my day. It was called GAA, and so until you could play badminton today, or that was it. So, that would be one. The other one is movement, important, just moving. And then doing a board, which was the challenge in my day, because I told this lovely lady here that, I had problems figuring out what pictures I could do the words. I had all my words, but man, what pictures do I put with those words? I've never thought that. And said, yes, I'm going to start bringing my own words.
Good. I know it did open my mind up a lot of more ways doing words. I got my wheels turning excited again about different things.
I would say, I want to give yourself, take the leap. I started my business. It's my 5th year. But I had a path, I had a path I was going down, and that's at the work for the job I worked at. I was promoted, And I was like, oh, muddy and this and that. And I changed my trajectory. And that was in '06 to '08 when I was 4 jobs. I was going back to school, and I took everything I could take here. Alan and I had to move to Bozeman. And it's like I was afraid. I didn't leave. So follow your convenience. Don't. And I just talked to somebody that I met last week, and she's 20 years younger than I am. And I'm like, she hates her job, 100% despises her job. And I was like, don't let this next 20 years go by. Do something. Right. And I'm helping. But so then collaborate. So we collaborate. I sent her questions today. Think about.
Awesome.
Not telling her what to do, but answer this question.
Get the wheels turning on her head.
I would tell Maddie younger self. So I would just start instilling more reminders of how our bodies are just absolute miracles and a beautiful vessel to bring us through life, and to just love on myself and my body more. Anxiety, hating that for certainly it's been one of my life's biggest journeys to go back and look at that. And it's just such a silly thing when you realize that you've got to help the body. You have moments. So I wish I had been just not wish I would. But I would, at a younger age, start realizing that and tell myself to love it.
I would have told myself to try more things. I feel like there's a kind of a negativity or judgment passed around when you do different hobbies, especially even in school ages. And so, yeah, there are a lot of passions that I just never even started to pursue. And sometimes still tell myself I don't want to pursue or shouldn't pursue. So getting rid of those blinders of like of people being scared of people passing judgment and trying more stuff.
Unfortunately, people are always gonna pass judgment.
Yeah.
You're aware of it, and
But it's a them problem, not you.
yeah, exactly.
Well, and if you read the book, let them judge you. Let them have all their stupid opinions. Who cares? That's their thing. Well, I would tell you, watch your body. Last year was the best year I've had. And then I had cancer diagnosed early. Within 10 weeks, of therapy, which then we're down to low because I could save my place and get all my radiology done. So, do your mammograms, women, because, all of these things that we do have now, like she said, your body's your only vessel that you've got, and you need to take good care of it. And then be persistent with doctors, because it's like with Parkinson's. There's probably people, and that's 1 in 20 might be in this group right now that's going to end up having it, because it's difficult to diagnose. Took me 5 years to get a doctor to think, well, I kept saying, I'm different, my body's different. And it was now the age, it's that. But, you could do a lot with knowledge.
gotta advocate for yourself.
Right.
Set your body.
If you're not, call me.
Well,
I found out from my housekeeper yesterday that she needed me, and she finally saw me because I was after a really bad day. I was having difficulty walking. Walker sticks. Because I can't give up the ability of having to walk. And she said to me that she was 22, and she said she had anxiety, and she had ADHD, some sort of thing on it, which causes her to feel weird. And I went, well, she can't find a doctor. I said, well, got me down.
I'll make sure you find what you need because we need advocates. Sometimes we need to know people.
Oh, yeah.
And we need to be proactive and demand one. So don't
They don't feel like there's other things.
it's not possible. Just keep going. So yeah, I'll leave my number on the restroom wall.
More safe for a good time.
That's all I was saying because I was broken. I was hired by a company to come into consulting years ago, and I could go and find out about me because there was no connection. It was a fiance. And I said, you find my name in the restroom wall.
Speaking of, I'm just gonna.
Oh, I would love to ask the ranks.
I mean, I put if you want to share your how to get a hold of you, social, whatever your number,
Yeah.
feel free. So we can just keep in touch with each other. Does anyone else want to share any other questions of what they?
Oh, I didn't do it.
Okay.
Okay. What would you start tomorrow if fear wasn't a factor? I don't know if it'd be necessarily tomorrow, but if it's in the future, I will want to open up my own wellness space, wellness space. Just been a dream for a while. What the hell is that? Weird. And specifically, now moving back to Helena, I'm kind of happier as we left. There's all these limiting beliefs I have around it doing well in Helena, basically. And so, yeah, there's a lot of fear of me back. Oh, there are like people you have great here that would support you. Start. That's a good start. I
have business trips. I know how to do a business plan. I have an MBA. Come see me. And I like wellness, so.
You have a gorgeous name. Like, you're right, it is absolutely.
And you're always welcome to use my space as a starting point to host, I gladly host some type of information workshop. Invite your friends. I'll help you promote it. We can just talk about ways that we can live a better life.
Yeah, what my vision is, it's fully collaborative and having different, holistic.
I know a lot of those women will connect to. Yeah, cool. I'm sure we all do.
Yeah.
Anyone else have want to have a sheet that they want to share?
Yeah, I have one. I mean, it's pretty much the theme of this whole talk, but what's one way you could collaborate more in your current business or community? And one thing specifically that I'm working on is doing like a downsizing class and working with more senior aged people. And so that's one thing that I've been working on collaborating more is talking to seniors. And like I said, I went out to coffee with an 84-year-old lady and had a blast this week. And collaborate with more businesses of like poor people in Helena that can help those people downsize in their life or even just create a community for them. Because I feel like one of the things that I've learned from talking with a lot of senior age people is that like they kind of feel left behind a lot. And that's why I'm really passionate about it, is because I want to give the time and care and space for those people. But then also just as a realtor more in general, I really like finding a community, and that's why I'm here, and I want to be in spaces with more business owners. So yeah.
Cool. All right. We're gonna. What time are we going till 2? Okay. I'm gonna jump into a little bit. It probably seems like it's going to be off topic, but it really does help with collaborating. It helps support other businesses, and that's the algorithm of social media, like how we can make that work for ourselves in business. Unfortunately, sometimes I get so burnt out because I feel like I have to to my business accounts, but I get a lot of action there. You know, it's cheaper route. It's expensive to advertise, all the things, like people are on their phones. But I just want to go through this briefly, how it can help other people, like in terms of helping each other. I did leave some stuff in this little packet about like best time to post and like all the different things that are ideal for Instagram and Facebook specifically. But so I'm going to jump in. When you post to Facebook or Instagram initially, just so you know, your content shows your content to a small group of your followers, usually people you interact with most. If that small group engages quickly, like say I see a post of yours, if I jump on there quickly and like it, comment, share, or watch a video you share, the algorithm takes it as a signal that this is good content, and then it opens up to more people that don't necessarily follow you. So to help support your friends and business, if you see them post something, hop on, don't just give it a heart, but hop on and really leave a comment. Doesn't have to be a huge comment, but something like, this is great information, something like that, because you're just opening it up, and like it's us against the algorithm, I feel like, and they're always changing it. So that's one little tip, that we can collaborate with each other, and it's easy. So it pushes it to more followers, might show it to their friends and audiences, which would be great. Boosts its visibility in the feed, explore tab or suggested posts. Okay, engagement that counts most, from strongest to weakest signal. The strongest is shares and saves. So sharing, saving your friends' info, gotta open up on more. Commenting, especially longer or meaningful lines. Likes, reactions, profile clicks, or link clicked, say that by fast, okay. I swear it was Diet Coke. Watch time, story replies. Tips to increase reach naturally. Ask something in your caption to spark comments. Like, what's your favorite local sport? These are just examples. What's your favorite local spot? Use 5 to 10 hashtags that are relevant and not overly broad, specific for your business. Post at active times. For Helena, Montana, small biz pages often is 9 to 11 a.m. or 6 to 8 p.m., so mornings or evenings. Try and reply to every comment. So if you post something, you want to be available to comment when people are liking and stuff, because you're just trying to get it going. You're trying to get it seen. It doubles your engagement signal. Use stories to keep your page active in followers' minds. But that's just a brief, just little tidbits that we can do for each other. Something else I like to do, which we can potentially do at some point, is it's beneficial to like start a business group, like within the messages of all businesses. And when you post something, you could just drop it in the group and be like, give me some love on my post. And when you see that, you can hop over, and that opens the algorithm too. That's one thing I did take from multi-level marketing, which I was like, that's smart. And it does bring a lot more people looking at your feed. So that's always an idea, but really this is just how we can support each other in small ways within a community. But I did go into depth more for your personal business in the handout. All right, so we're coming to an end. If you move to the back page there, I have some reflection prompts I put on there. If you just want to take a few minutes and jot down some answers, either now or you can do it later. It's really up to you. But just some questions to think about. Like, what collaboration idea excites you both right now? Who in this room do you want to connect with again? What are you grateful for today and supports your growth? What's one way you can bring collaboration into your community that's fun? And if you don't have an answer now, it's just good for you. Go home later, think about it, let it, brew on it a while. Also, I challenge you guys when you get home. I have Keep the Momentum called down here. It's a collaboration challenge. Reach out to one person this week and plan a chat. Gratitude chain, set one message of gratitude per day for a week. Community project idea, design one small collaborative event, even if it doesn't happen. Like, just test yourself, put it out there. Collaboration tracker, record your partner's steps and follow-ups. Collaboration jar, rate every new idea on a slip of paper and review it monthly. It's kind of like the vision board, but a jar. Like, put it out there, put it in there. Okay, behind the parking lot. Yep. Today I would like to end with I would like to close, not end, should say, with a compliment circle. And we're going to end it with gratitude, laughter, and connection. We're already kind of in a little circle. We're just going to go around and give each other a genuine compliment or acknowledgement, something you noticed and appreciated during this session. And leave it on a positive note.
So go around and compliment everyone?
Or something you observed. Yeah, just...
Okay. I liked how silly our game of improv went. I thought that was really fun. The year cycles was a good idea. Yeah, that's part I was grateful for, was that got fun and it's funny.
I appreciate the realness of the group. I think there was a lot of sharing that didn't have to happen, but you chose to make it happen, and it made the conversation much richer than it could have been.
Been planning some collaborations, but this makes me more excited to do so. And I think it's very underrated. And we tend to look with that. So thank you for opening eyes to see. Look around you, it's right there.
Appreciate you all for just jumping in and take a board call. So, yeah, just thanks for letting me jump in and just take part.
I love the fact that even at your age, you are here and you're embracing new things. So,
Well,
I think that's fantastic.
that's what keeps you young.
Yeah. Yeah. Does us all good.
Well, I'm thankful for all of you, but in particular, I give you credit for stepping out of your uncomfortable zone into a comfort zone, because you were very good today.
Well, you guys made me feel very comfortable, so I appreciate it.
And all of you have great things that have you. Don't let anyone stop you. Or anything.
I'm gonna call you when I need a pep talk. Be like, I need somebody that will do it.
No, that is something that I think was a gift. That was given. It is. I've always wanted to build people up, and that's my biggest frustration. I don't know if you heard my comment this morning listening to my daughter, but I've stood with a gentleman I love prayers and be handling his CEO and needs to learn how to treat people right. And I tried to have him understand his success in building his people and not to be working together against each other, because we're a vicious group.
Yeah.
No,
Not a good idea.
is detrimental. So I'm trying to navigate that, and I needed today figure out how to navigate between the two. These moments. So
Awesome.
it was a big help. Thank you all. Yeah.
Firstly, thank you for setting the tone for this, because it felt like a really safe and empowering conversation setting. Yeah, it's a strength to do. Thank you all. for sharing what abilities as well.
Yes, thank you all. I'm very grateful that it was a smaller group. It was fun. I felt like we had plenty of room to really talk and relax and just bounce ideas off each other. But I really look forward to staying in touch with all of you, and I hope that I can become a resource for all of you, for whatever. I mean, please always reach out, stop by, say hello if you're downtown. I have coffee, eat, hang out, sit with my plants, drink some tea or coffee. You're always welcome. But I so appreciate all of you so much.
I won't breathe new.
I'm excited to come see it.
Yes, I hope.